now 6 minutes after the hour. Diane, back to you.
Okay, Tony, thanks. Well, it's always a national event when Barbra Streisand releases a new album. She is still the highest-selling female recording artist ever in history. And her latest album with Barry Gibb of the Bee Gees is being called lush, dreamy, and proof that her powers are unaffected by time. Well, so is her candor. And today is the first part of an interview about, well, everything. Mothers, about men, about bodies in middle age that don't do what they used to. And as always, though, it has to begin with that voice.
My name is Barbra. I've got the blues.
You know, what I'm fascinated by is how fast the time is going.
Oh, wow. Have I got the blues?
In a blink of an eye, I mean, it's 15 years later. It's 20 years later. It's 25 years later.
25 years ago this week, her biggest selling album ever, Guilty with BG Barry Gibb. Fast forward, the new album, Guilty Pleasures. Two stars who say they know a lot more about heartbreak and love. But can your voice do everything you wanted to do still?
You know, I always think I can't do it because if I try to sing at the beginning of a record, let's say I'm going, oh my God, what am I going to do here? You know, it's not there. And then as I sing, it just sort of opens up, and I thank God for this gift that I have, because I'm surprised myself.
Voice and heart in good shape, thanks to husband, actor James Brolin. Taming the perfectionism, almost.
He's much mellower than I am.
Is he messy? Does he leave things all over the floor?
Yes.
Does it drive you crazy?
Uh-huh. I don't do that.
What would he say is the thing you do that drives him crazy?
Gosh, maybe care so much. He knows how to relax and be easier about things. And I don't think I'll ever change. You know, you go through a few years where you think you're going to change, and then you go, screw it, you know. I am who I am.
Someplace I read that you said one of the joys of this relationship is staying in bed all Saturday long, never leaving the pajamas.
No, right. That's our favorite. With my little Samantha, our little doggy, and food and swimming.
Do you work out a lot?
Well, I work out about 3 times a week, but I loved being on this 3-week vacation when I took a yoga tape, never did it. Had a bicycle that I could, you know, bike, never did it once. I love escaping from the routine, you know. I have to go home tomorrow, and then I'll get back to my routine. But I've been eating like a pig, you know, go to my favorite haunts.
You don't care about weight, though, do you?
I do. I care, but I don't. I care, but I don't. I say I care, but then I go and eat all this food, you know. I paid my dues. I can be a little fatter. What's the difference? Really. I hate exercising. You have to understand that. It's just like, it's torture for me. Thank God my exercise teacher has been with me for 25 years. So I have a lot of people in my life who have been with me for a long, long time. So I'm glad to see her in the morning. And we discuss politics. That's what we do. So
we took a moment to show her something she'd never seen before. Her mother, who died 3 years ago, on Good Morning America back in 1983.
I understand that Barbra really kind of always knew that she wanted to sing and to be in show business.
Well, she was really decisive about that.
I never saw this, Diane.
And everybody must want to.
Oh, my God. Look at my mother.
What do you think when you hear Barbra's records or see her specials or see her perform, Diana?
Oh, I feel my chest going out that way, and I thought maybe it's just a bubble that's doing that to me, because it was really unexpected to see such talent.
She was very giving, very, very open. But she never said that to me, never said, you have a lot of talent. Isn't that interesting? But she actually got happier in her later years. It's interesting, even with Alzheimer's. She could only remember the music. She didn't remember me, really. But I never really sang with her, except one time that I put on my record called Just for the Record. I taped my mother singing Secondhand Rose.
To a baby grown.
When I went to visit her in her later years, it was that she would remember the music. She remembered the music. Can you imagine? She didn't remember people. She remembered the music. That's how powerful music is.
And there's so much more in a truly revealing interview tonight. It'll be on prime time at a special time, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central Time. And tomorrow on Good Morning America, we'll get a kind of house tour, her new house, and meet her very furry, very funny best friend. That's her dog. That's not her husband. Did I make that clear? Anyway, Dr. Tim Johnson.